OCO, everybody. Just out here trying to catch this morning cool before it gets too warm. Figured I'd try to get that sack of potatoes right there in the ground right there before that shadow completely walks off the garden. Figured I'd bring you along for the trip. Try to get a little bit of gardening done, slowly reclaim this garden I've let go over the winter, get it cleaned up and fully planted for this year, and get things ready to go. So here we go. Had to do a little bit of weed eating just to knock these plants down, because as you see the way that we do it over here, and it worked really well for us last year on the potatoes, as we lay some sort of paper, which I like to use my feed bags for the pigs and everything over there, and I lay them down and I mulch over top. Now planting potatoes, sweet potatoes, both of those, I literally just move the mulch over and set it down. But with doing that, I don't have to dig all this up, till, and break up the soil mycology or ecology or however you want to say it. I don't have to disturb all of that, and we can allow that ecosystem to function and just thrive in here. And this bed was tilled and turned over years ago, and we've just been kind of working it ever since, trying to figure things out. And I'm gonna do some variations on this just because my health hasn't allowed me to keep this going the way I wanted to, more of like a back to Eden or lasagna gardening style, but we're eventually gonna figure it out and get there. But I did potatoes way over there last year, and I did wind up with some earwigs, pest infestation, because I left the potatoes in the ground too long, didn't harvest all of them like I should. So that's why I'm moving over here for my root vegetables, and we'll go from there. And we'll know how bad the infestation is with anything that I had missed out there that springs up if the frost didn't kill it off. But I figure we will work the garden out this way this year, and by the end of the planting season we'll be down there and planting there. But I think I'm going to do peas down there, and I won't lasagna garden it just yet. It'll kind of be a mixture of lasagna and a little bit of top tillage just to break up some of that. But just to give you guys an explanation of what I'm working on here, I'm not sure if this area is good because of the shade for growing. It also gets a little more water than the other, so I may wind up transitioning and eventually running my garden rows this way so that I can do more shade tolerant crops, cold weather crops on this end. But we'll see how it does this year and adjust accordingly. But just to give you guys a heads up on what I'm doing, I'm just going to be moving this over, and then I'll drop the seed potatoes right in the rows that they need to be in. I'm going to get a little bit more of my feed bags and lay them down. And I've got some straw mulch over there. And normally I also mow and collect this with my little bagger right there, but old girl, I think the valves are jammed up on that old reliable mower. So I'll be working on that at some point to get it figured out. But just giving you guys an idea on what I'm working on. Now, is that perfect? Is that the best way to plant potatoes? Or smartest way to plant potatoes? I don't know. But it's the way that worked for me last year. I had a little thicker straw to start off with, and the bedding was already there for about a month before I planted, but we add as we tend to the field and stuff throughout the year. So we'll keep it healed up and keep it growing and see what we get. May not work for you, may work better for you, but just showing you how we do it. And I'm about a month late getting them in the ground, but there we go. That's the first little bit of our potato planting. And hopefully the garden will grow from there, and we'll have more to show y'all. Wado for watching.